Hello, everybody. I hope this is working. This is a brand new software, I guess you could say. And so I'm trying to see a couple things and check it out. So if you can hear me, can you just say, oh, and so let's see if that works. This is going to be weird. Just let me know if you can hear me. If I have it on, I had to mute it now, so I don't know if this is actually working. So you can see the logo on the upper right. It's called StreamYard. That'll go off if I do like this. Okay, good. This is my first time, so I wanted to try it and then check it out, and it can do some fun stuff. So like that. And I know Darzan actually said to me to get StreamYard, so it's pretty cool. I'm just trying to figure out how it works. So this is really awesome. We're going to test out also the connection because I'm on my MacBook, and the crazy thing is about new Macs, apparently there's no Ethernet cable port. So because I was going to hook straight into the internet, only there's no port. And when I did buy it, I bought a little, where is that little thing? I don't know anymore where to put it. It was a little piece where you can actually plug in extra plugs, only there's no Ethernet cable on that as well. So, and Mr. Linda's here, and we're talking about like, why aren't you in the membership? He's like, I don't know. I think I have to pay for it. So that's kind of funny. So Mr. Linda, after like a month and a half, is finally officially on board. So what I thought we'd do is we can talk about a bunch of different stuff. Let me know, can you guys actually use the emojis in this? Since you're a member, that'd be something to know too, because I can't see it. I don't know if you can see it. I can see you guys trying to use it, but it comes up as like the actual wording. So kind of like, yeah, okay. Okay. It says it recommends not to show the actual YouTube as well. So just my screen. So anyways, this is good. And I added the Letitia one. Actually, I wonder if I look on my phone, then at least I can see it. I'm in the works to do the Chad's portal, the emoji, and okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, we can see it. This is awesome. Rebecca has 6,000 of the emojis up. Okay, sweet. And the "you are home," Letitia. I might have to make that a little bit bigger. So let's run through a couple of the different cases. We can have a little chit chat. One of the things, yeah, we do need a Chaz portal emoji. One of the things I want to work on or get back to is a Barry video. So, or in the Suzanne Morphew case, I should say. So there's been a few things that have come up, and I think I may do one. What are your guys' thoughts about the Suzanne Morphew case and Barry Morphew? I'm sure you might have been catching up on some maybe other YouTubers stuff because I haven't done some stuff for a while, but let me write that down. I'm so glad you guys are joining me on a Sunday. It's my dad's birthday today, and I can't be there though to see him, but it is his birthday, so it's pretty awesome. So, okay. Yeah, I think it's time to do a little update on the Barry Morphew case. I might put a bunch of things, I should say Suzanne Morphew case, but all we kind of know is a little bit about Barry Wright and the new Tyson video as well. Diane, you're right when it comes to the it's just a lot of gossip. Check this out. I can actually put this up now. Isn't that cool? I think this is great, but I like this too. I don't know if that's timed or what happens, but we're just going to try and check it out. Well, I'm sure Barry knows more than the rest of us, and today he was listed on the GFM page as well for some reason. Well, that's a good little info snack. I know Tyson has done a bunch of videos. He's the one who actually interviewed Barry. I do have some things to say on that interview, of course, so maybe I will do a breakdown of that. And so, yeah, happy birthday to Linda's father. You made a great daughter. I'll be sure to tell him that. Actually, I'll tell my twin brother that first, and then I'll tell my dad that. Tyson setting something straight about his interview with Barry. I saw the latest. Oh, let's see. Okay, wait, let's try this out. Now, let me see something. I don't know if this is going to. Hang on, because we're going to test a little something out. Why not? You guys are awesome. Okay. Here's Tyson's thing. I'm going to try and share my screen. I don't know if that's. Oh dear. Here we go. Okay, you could see that, right? Let's check that out if that works. Oh yeah, you can, and I'm even on the side. Look at that. Well, this is freaking handy dandy. So he has, yeah, the 4 videos. Well, he used to have a lot more, and then it went. So I've watched all of them pretty much. So, okay, well, we now sharing the screen works too, right? This is awesome. Oh, my video's skipping. Well, that's because I'm supposed to put the, you know that thingamajiggy I bought? Where did I put it now? I was walking around with it. And now I have a blanket on me, and I have like all kinds of stuff. So I might be, oh yes, I'm sitting on it. So I have this little handy dandy thing, but it doesn't have a Ethernet port. So I got to buy that. Let me write that down. Okay, let's see if I can. How do I hide these comments? Sorry, guys. There's gonna be a little bit of talking to myself. There we go. Okay. Let's just get back to regular. There we go. Okay, I'm learning. RJ45. Thank you. So yeah, with Tyson's interview and a few things that's been going on, I have been emailed as well with a couple things, and I might put something a little together. Now it's going to, I don't have a lot of stuff on it, but I am possibly going to do a little deep dive on that. I still maintain that most likely she hasn't been on her bike, and the authorities are very hush hush, and something is up in general about this whole thing. So that's that. Did you guys see my video today on little Sebastian? He's 3 years old and he's missing from Colorado as well. Again, another place that's 2 hours away from Denver, only it's west. And I'm wondering how that's going right now with the search. No, Rebecca. That's a hard no. I think they're just letting Barry do his thing until they are ready to make an arrest. The thing is, remember with Gannon, do you remember in that where it got really quiet with authorities and they did do updates and then they backed off? They've been doing this from the beginning with Suzanne's case. And I'm not sure what to think. There's some new info snacks about what Barry's been doing, not related to directly with Suzanne's disappearance, but just a couple things that he's doing, and then with the interview. So I might do a little update for that. So let me just write that down too. There's some weird stuff. But maybe what I'll do with Barry's video is kind of playing like the devil's advocate. So, you know, on one hand and then on another hand. And maybe that would give us some insights and, you know, more of other people, what they think. Yeah, the river was quite close for little Sebastian. And it's not abnormal for kids who are on the spectrum to wander off. And they're very inquisitive, and they're not like, obviously Sebastian's nonverbal, but they're not going to be like, I'm just going to go over here. They just go do what they want to do. And so from what I'm hearing, and I don't know this yet, but from what I'm hearing, he was in his home and then left. But I have a couple questions on it. I'm not saying it's the parents. I mean, these little 3-year-olds, they're fast. Any 3-year-old is fast. 1 minute they're there, 1 minute you're like, where'd they go? They're fast. So, did I get your email about Letitia and chat info? Quite possibly, Diane. I've had a ridiculous amount of emails again coming in, fluxing, and I probably did. I'm so glad you guys can join me. So, yeah, for little Sebastian, stay tuned on that. There's another girl missing from Colorado, and I got some of her information, and then there's new information. So I'm going to put that together, and I'm going to do a video on her as well. She is, she's only 16 years old, but there's some other issues and stuff. So she's missing as well. So I'd like to finish that up, scripting that, and then getting that out. No problem, Colby. That's weird yeah, I think some people aren't getting notifications lately. It's so funny with the YouTube world. I mean, if there's a video that doesn't perform as well, it seems like not many people get as notified. It's ridiculous a little bit. I think if I want to go on my little soapbox about being a YouTuber for a minute, I think it gets a little crazy to the point, no wonder YouTubers burn out. And no wonder why YouTubers, yeah, they burn out. But anyway, Rebecca says, my son's autistic and he's what's called an eloper. He ran away from school in 4K and kindergarten 4 times where he actually got to the highway. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're fast, right? And a lot of kids who are on the spectrum, you have to have little Have you seen those? Well, I'm sure you have. They're called the Guardian. They're really awesome, awesome locks. You put it at the very top and you can close it so that these little kids don't run out. Yeah, I read that too. The other girl is 16, but 8-year-old mentally. There's some issues going on there, and she's on medication as well. So you're right. I want to see a little, if I can find a little bit more on her. I appreciate that, Diane. You are very quick on the ball. So I do get a lot of yours, and sometimes it's just not getting back because I'm, pulling info. Yeah, a lot of kids on the spectrum do that. Not everybody, but. Oh, that's cool. Angel Sense Monitor can alert the police when he escapes. Yeah, so and this little boy's 3, right? Sebastian's 3. He loves playing at the playground. He likes bright colors. And so he may have done that and then ran off, and I don't know. Or maybe he's like, somebody, I'm going to take you. Like, who knows, right? I really, really hope they find him. I really hope he's going to be okay. Tonight's going to be 48 hours. So it's a concern for the little guy. And, he does like to sleep in tight little spaces, and a lot of people on the spectrum like that cozy feeling. They even like weight. A lot of people will put weighted blankets on top to make them feel comfortable. And then they have sensory issues too. So some kids don't like blankets. Some kids like blankets. Some don't like tags. Some do like, it's the saying is, once you met someone with autism, you met someone once you met one person with autism, you met one person with autism, meaning every single person's different. So. The only thing is at 9 p.m., I was only wondering that he's still in clothes and not jammies. But maybe it's a sensory issue where he doesn't, he doesn't sleep in jammies or something like that. He's still only 3, but they like what they like. And so I thought, wow, 9 o'clock, still in regular clothes. You'd think he was in jammies, but doesn't mean anything. It could be all kinds of things where he wants his shirt backwards and inside out and all these other things. So. Two sex offenders in the boys' area. It's low-income housing property. That was really bad that they started cleaning up in the last years. Really, because it looks like quite a nice little complex. And beautiful area. Of course, it's Colorado. Colorado is very beautiful. I just read they have Eagle authorities looking for him. Yeah, see, Rebecca says my son sleeps in his clothes. Yeah, so I was wondering that because it could be either way, right? It just depends. There's nothing about what the parents are saying yet. They haven't spoke in public that I know of. I'm just wondering, though, maybe he left the house. Maybe he opened the door and left and they forgot to lock the door, or, something happened where, the little one just was, ooh, park, with nonverbal, but that's what he's thinking. And he's going out to play. So I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm hoping they'll actually do an update. There's quite a few people that are looking for him. I think it was over 300. The search and rescue are saying, look, not advisable. Don't look at nighttime at the river. It's dangerous. And they resumed this morning at 7 a.m. I feel like as a parent, though, I couldn't stop looking. And they probably haven't. I'm not speaking on their behalf. I'm just saying for me, I couldn't stop, sundown or not. I'd keep going until, but we don't know where anybody was right prior to that. We just know at 9:20, the authorities were called, and at 9 p.m., somebody reported a child with similar description at the park. So Colorado needs boil water advisory with the craziness there. I think, I think there's so many cases anywhere, but for some reason, maybe the reporting's just really good out of Colorado or something, because we seem to get a lot more of that. And you know what? I do have a lot of people who live in Colorado who watch my channel. And so I do get a lot of requests at that too. I will look into Lizzie as well. It's kind of scary about being 16, and reports are she left and she was heading to, like, they think she might be going to Texas and somewhere else. So I gotta review that a little bit more and put it all together. Yeah, and I mean, as a little kid at 3 years old, and he likes to be in small spaces too, and he's scared. They're saying, don't yell his name. And, he might be super scared and don't want to come out either. So that's even scarier for the little one. So I hope he gets found today and that everything's going to be okay. What else we got? I guess we can talk about the Tisha video, because I just finished doing that about her escape with Houdini. And did they update it? Yeah, it might be the same one. Oh yeah, you're right. A lot of times at 3, don't think they can get out. My oldest son pulled over a chair and unlocked a deadbolt at 2 years old. They are so smart. My little one learned how to climb over his crib at a very early age. And it was amazing. What we did is we put him in his crib and then we filmed him getting out. I couldn't believe it. We filmed him and you could see him go to the edge and like whip his leg up at the top and then like pull himself up and over. And then it was just like any other day. He was just like, what? That's what I did. And I don't even think he was 2. I only think maybe he was 2. Maybe just. It was crazy. Like, okay, that's not going to work anymore. Looks like he's getting a big boy bed. Okay, Letitia, what did she write to Harley? She just basically said, if I go missing out of jail, not to worry, and to keep focused. And so that was her, I guess that would be her third letter, because 2 of them were to the other inmate. And then now she's going in for assessment for her mental capacity. And I truly think, like, I kind of saw this in early on where she was, and I'm not talking about Gannon because we know that's just what's the word? Horrifying what she did. But in South Carolina, when she got arrested and then they transported her and then she tried to escape in Kansas, that's where I thought, oh, is she trying to make herself look crazy now by doing that? And so she has that going for her, and then she goes into jail, and she's only been really March, April, May, June, 3 months in jail, right? And now she's making her little attempt. Yeah, Caitlin says, my daughter can also unlock the door, and she used to scare me so bad doing that. I could not keep her in a crib. I know. They're little tricksters. You see on YouTube, they actually have, like, I saw one years ago, and it was about like twins, and I'm a twin, but they had the twins were in the room and they were both escaping from the cribs. It's just crazy. And you could see one of the twin like rock the crib to get close to the sibling. It's just like, you guys are little buggers. They're so smart. Yeah, this is a good point. Trusting a jailmate that you've known for 5 seconds. Yeah. I mean, and you know what? You know what's worse about that? It's not necessarily talking about the inmate or to the inmate. It's passing a letter that's concrete evidence. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to talk to them, like you could say, like, I didn't say that, but you have letters that are written. I mean, I don't know, but this is Letitia. It's just like, no, I'm fraternal twins. I have a twin brother. I have a Harley video up on the docket to do as well. I'm gonna write that down again for the week. It's been in the wings. Your twin, that's so cool. Well, yeah, it's cool. But then when you ask twins if you want twins, they're like, no. I checked 3 times with my first to make sure there's only one. I think checked once or twice with my little one too. It's like, wait a minute. Is there 2? Is there 1? If anything, that proves if she is mentally competent as she is formulating a plan. Well, yeah, and there's other info snacks that I gotta wait to say that I'm betting it's gonna prove that she's not insane. And I think Michael Allen has that same information. So, and I mean, Michael Allen's probably like, this is awesome. Keep being an idiot. And I think too, somebody from her defense team skedaddled. Colby says, this is awesome. You guys got to read that. I still keep laughing about thinking of her stuck hanging out of the jail window. Because you know how she's like, I measured myself to make sure. All I kept thinking is, knowing Letitia, she wouldn't have like measured the proper parts. She'd measure like the skinniest part of her and then forget the other rest. So I was like, she probably got halfway through and like half of her would be sticking out and the other half would be sticking in. You know what I mean? It's like, Eduardo, I'm stuck. I'm stuck right now, Eduardo. Help. And here's the other thing. Let's pull this up because you guys got to see this. Let's just see for a minute. This is the other thing that is a head scratcher. Does anybody know what floor she was actually on? Let's see if I could get this going again. And her broom. Okay, wait. Let me show you guys now. Let's share this screen. I like this StreamYard so far. This is pretty good. I just have to fix the internet issue. Okay. Okay, see this? Like, this is my understanding where the jail is. Where's she going to squeeze out of? And is she on the top floor? How's she getting out? Sliding down like Spider-Man? Or does the broom help her fly across? Like, where's she going? Yes, Robin, I did a video on it 2 days ago. No, yesterday. Letitia hatched a plan to escape from jail, and she talked to an inmate via notes. She passed 2 notes to her, and said she needed a broomstick. And she measured the window, and it's perfect. And she said she was going to have $75,000 waiting because her grandpa, was putting $75,000 in a bank account. And so the inmate took the notes and brought it to the deputy. So even if it was the 3rd floor, what are we looking at then? 24 feet? I'm sorry. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. And I don't know, like, let's see if we can go for another little Google jog. Let's see. Don't think will it let me in there? Nope. Like, you can't even make this up. Yeah, I can kind of see it from there, but oh, you measured the window, did you? Well, then what happened is they came in at 11 o'clock at night and they told her she's moving. And I'm pretty sure now she's not even gonna get a window. So good one on that one, Letitia. And she's pulling this before she goes in. So there we go. You can kind of see, like, where are you coming from? That window? No, I doubt that a cell will look like that. Actually, let's just see something. Okay, I'm super inquisitive, obviously. Wonder if they show a better picture. Pop-ups everywhere. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, isn't that interesting? Yeah, I thought she was on the upper floor too, but because they were saying the inmate was on the bottom floor, but what other floor, right? Was it the third? Oh, they will. They will. I will not stop until we find this out, until we know she's gone. And that's why I bring everything to light, because she's ridiculous. I don't think she would kill herself. Letitia still thinks that she's done nothing wrong, unfortunately. I think, I don't know. I can't get into the jail. Yeah, maybe she can get the portal from Chad. So yeah, okay. So the one inmate was like not the bottom, but below her, because she said she's on the lower floor and she doesn't go to the upper. So anyways, what's she gonna think when she's gonna get out of that? Like, and how big are the windows? It's ridiculous. And then who's waiting for her to get out? Eduardo? And you're just gonna walk in the bank to get the $75,000 out? So I don't know. Do you think it was a way to manipulate the guards and she's going to try to escape going to the, I mean, I think all of this is a little plan, kind of like her little trying to get away from the officers in Kansas. And she did the whole thing. And I think this is the same thing. She's so used to committing a crime. I think I don't know. She's done it all her life. And maybe she's seen too many movies too. It's like, okay, if I just do this now, because clearly they know what I did. So now I got to create a scenario where I'm crazy. The thing is, how is she going to fake being crazy to experts? She's going to have to fake it. How's she going to do that? Also running away run. Yeah. also running away wearing bright orange. I mean, maybe she measured herself for a different outfit. Maybe she's using something with the broom. Make herself a little outfit. Yeah, she thinks she's smart, but she's going to be locked up for life, 100%. And she keeps getting more and more things added up. This isn't going to be the last time we hear about her doing stupid things. She's going to do more. She thinks that she's smart. Like, she thinks that she's smarter than anybody. She thinks she can get away with quite a bit. And in a smaller scale throughout her life, she absolutely did. She got away with a lot of stuff. And but at this scale, you just can't. And so we just keep exposing her stuff. She's going to say she's telling her to jump out of the room. You know what? She's totally going to back that up. I totally agree. I totally agree. This is what she's going to say. She's going to be like, you know what? The voices inside my head told me to do it. They just did. So they could just amplify her theory. But the thing is you'd have to do, I mean, specialists are going to know that you're faking it. Would she borrow a book from the library on psychology and study it to see that she can get away with it? No, she's not. I don't think so. Or her saneness, as she calls it. That is what worries me, how manipulative some people are. Dangerous manipulative she is, and she is going to try her best to act like she's crazy and sane. Yeah, I don't think she's going to get away with it. Sorry, T, no room on this broom for you. Can you imagine her poor attorney? He may need a psych evaluation. Yes, there is. Well, first off, if you're on the defense team, can you imagine? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. In so many ways, I couldn't do it. And I can see her try to manipulate the psychiatrist, but at the end of the day, they can see through that. So I really don't think. There was a bus driver in Canada. I can't even remember how many years ago it was. No, I'm sorry, not a bus driver, a guy on the bus. A guy on the bus. And he decapitated a guy on there. It's been so many years, so it's just like my memory's not that great about it, but I do remember about that, and it was horrific. And that case, I mean, the guy was cray. But Letitia, no. She just, I think, you know when I think that started? Actually, take that back. It's not just about when she went to Kansas. I think she had to start doing an insanity thing. Monday, Gannon went missing. By Wednesday, when she was in the office and knew they were onto her, and she brought in Aguardo and then changed it to Quincy, I think that's where she's like, now I got to start making up all kinds of stuff to make me look insane. Yeah, Wanda, exactly. So, yeah, it's getting, I mean, when you think about it, all right, let's say we're all in jail, and let's say we're on these charges and we're innocent. An innocent person isn't going to try, in my opinion, to escape from jail and manipulate other inmates to get out. I don't think, I mean, out of all of us in here, there's 22 people. How many people would actually say, yeah, I think I'm going to try and do that before an important court date so I can get out. What do you think is going to happen? You use a $75,000 to what? Flee what country? You're like nationwide. I mean, can you imagine though if I was on the defense teams? I'd be rolling my eyes and rolling like, sorry, guys, I can't do this. I can't. Not even at a surface level can I do this. Yeah, it's totally a guilty conscience. If this would happen and we were innocent in it, we would be like, okay, I have faith in my lawyer. We're gonna just present the evidence, and this is what it is. I mean, I'm sure all of us would be scared because somebody pointed at us or whatever, but we certainly wouldn't escape jail. I mean, that's just dumb. Especially she already got in trouble for trying to escape the first time. So now you're trying to escape the second time. Not looking good. But if she is deemed criminally insane, it's not like she's getting out. It's not like she's going to be like, there goes Letitia back on the street again. She'll just be put in. And then once she'll just keep getting checked to see if she's insane or not, and then she's going to go back to jail. So once she gets, what's the word? I can't even think of the word. Anyway, never mind. I don't even try. I don't know what is up with today. I think I need sleep. Yeah, so I mean, it's ridiculous. And this is just helping out everybody else, or helping out Gannon, and we'll just keep going. Now, once this discovery comes out, there's going to be thousands of pages, tens of thousands of pages. Convicted, thank you, holy man. See, I can't even believe I couldn't even think of that word. Hello. Yeah, prison is better than insane asylum. We'll see. She won't get away with anything. What they have on her is, I'm sure, months of evidence. And I read like, I want to say 23,000 pages, or feels high, but I think that's what I read. So I'm going to be like incognito for Mr. Linda, just so you know, I'll be gone for months. Digging into every piece of evidence. And she's only been in for 3 months, and now she hatches a plan to leave, and now they took her out of the cell. Well, she probably doesn't have a window now either. So, like, well, you're making it worse on yourself. So, I got 3 pairs of new reading glasses, so I'm good. Just gonna put it on. I just have to like make meal prep and then just open it and eat it and work and then just eat it. Yeah, I think it's 23,000 pages. Let me just confirm. I feel like our good buddy Spencer Wilson was the one who had it. Where are you, Spence? pretty sure he had it. Sorry guys, just one sec here. I did have it on him. Maybe it was the other. Well, he says public defender Kim Chalmers is off the defense team for Letitia Stauch. No explanation why. She's a heavy hitter for the PD's office, handled the last death penalty case. Oh, and then it says, I'm now told that Kim Chalmers was promoted to PD state training director, which is why she's off the case. This comes from a reliable source, but I don't have it yet nailed down by the PD's office. It's not a promotion per se, but Chalmers was reassigned to a post in which she will be training fellow public defenders for the next couple of years. At the end, she's expected to return to the Colorado Springs office. Well, that's good. Mr. Linda says, give me the Coles Notes version after. You're going to hear me swearing, going through all these thousands of things. Newest discovery count page is over 22,389 or 23,000. Mr. Linda, aren't you going to help dig into those 23,000? Yeah, right. I'm not going to let him touch those discovery pages. Although I will tell you that my oldest son, he's amazing at seeing details. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe what he sees, actually. He's really good. He has the little isms like me on detecting and seeing the details, and but he's better than me for sure. Maybe it's in my, let's just see, guys. Yeah, right here. I'm just reading what Spencer said. If found incompetent, committed right away, and criminal complement is put on hold. Set out for 90 days, we'll check, blah, blah, blah. I know I read it somewhere and it talks about it. I could have sworn I read 23,000. 23,000 pages of discovery at this point, according to the defense. 23,000. That's crazy. And what was Chris Watts's? His was like, I knew the number. Wasn't it like 4,000, 3,000 or 4,000? It was a lot of pages because I read the whole thing 4 times. I can't remember how many pages, but for this discovery to be that many is a severe problem. Okay. 3,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was 3,000 or 4,000. And so this is 23,000. So I'm saying this again, you guys gear up because it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Gear up for sure. So hello, Renee, for joining in. Yeah. Oh, right. Wanda, those 23 pages are just for the Colorado part. Miss Doomsday. Yeah, let's get rid of Letitia now. I think we've had enough of her, didn't we? Let's talk about Miss Lori Vallow Daybell. I did a poll earlier today, and we were talking about, or I was asking what you guys wanted to see on my new, or on a new video, and let's just see what some of the results are. Because I was asking 3 different kinds, and we had 1,000 votes so far, and the majority of votes want to see a Melanie Gibb versus a Melanie Pulowski video. Hello, Desperante. That's funny. Yeah, so Melanie Gibb versus Melanie Pulowski, 45% says they want that. 29% what else went wrong the day Charles was killed, because I found some info snacks, and 26% of the patterns. I'm actually surprised. I thought you guys would want the patterns first, but I like doing polls because then I can find out what you want. Yeah, I did say it's going to be bad. But if anything, this woman's never going to see the light of day again. So, and I'll make sure of it. And I made a promise to Landon. Made a promise, public promise. So there are so many facets to this case. And I think it's important, and maybe why, this is me guessing why you guys want to see this, is Melanie Gibb says one thing and Melanie Pulowski is saying the other. So I think it's good to dig into both of them and highlight it. Now, I know some people are getting really sick of this case, and in some ways I am, but then I remember there's 2 children missing. And I still am fascinated, though, by the little isms that are popping up. So some things that I go review now, because we learn new information, and then it's important to go back, because sometimes what you didn't see before, now you see, meaning, oh, okay, so Alex did believe in zombies, therefore X, Y, Z, right? Right? So I'm hoping to get the Daybell's case going on Lori, court date in July, and don't get pushed back any. I know. Just a couple more weeks left. Actually, it'll be about a month from now. I think it's on the 8th of July, I want to say. Let's see. Yeah, it just, I can't get to it right now. Okay. So, so maybe that's what I'll do. And really, I'll probably do all 3 videos because it's there. But there's quite a few of you that want to see Melanie versus Melanie. So it's true. Just when you think you've heard it all, something further comes along and blows our minds further. It's so true. And the more we dig, the more we're getting. I'm hoping, though, that I did mention this the other day about Chad. I'm hoping they're looking into Utah and not just Yellowstone. I'm sure they're looking everywhere. I don't know, but there's a couple things that are starting to show up that I'm hoping that they will go to Utah and check out. Lori, there's some days I don't know how I do it. She says, I don't know how you do it. Very emotional. Yeah. Some days I just break down and cry, and I have my little cry, and then I gather myself, and then I keep going. It's interesting because just like Gannon, I mean, I think I cried every day. I still cry when things come up when I hear about it, and I lose it. But then I collect myself as like, okay, there's a mission, and the mission is find out the truth and don't let her get away with it. And so here, there's a couple people, Chad, that should be in jail. Nothing new on Tammy's. We're still waiting on her thing, but I think some of the patterns that I'm pulling out, I think would be important because it may lead to a couple things as well. I don't know. That's why I kind of want to go back to expose some other things. There'll be some new info. It won't be rehashing. It's just taking the old and piecing the new together and seeing what we come up with. And then, you know, hopefully that would be something. And for Chad, why he is still free, because a lot of people, there's so many comments on my videos, so many, why is Chad not in jail? I think they're gathering information. Well, we know they are, but I think it's to the point where, listen, if we're going to get them, we're going to get them. And so no petty stuff, no small stuff. We go big or go home. And I think they're just adding it up. He's probably pooping his pants right now, I hope, in his portal. So I appreciate your guys' support. It's not easy. It is not easy doing YouTube. I actually saw Tyson Draper, who's the guy that was, who interviewed Barry, and he was talking about how much hate and threats, and you know, he felt panicked. That's why he shut a lot of his videos off. And I can totally relate to what he's saying. And he's like, you know, I start to question myself. Should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? Should I edit? And this happens. It does happen. I don't know if all the YouTubers go through this, but I certainly have gone through it. Some days it's like, is this even worth it? And then I go, no, it's worth it. It's worth it because I want justice. I want to show truth. It's worth it. But some days it messes with your head. And some people can be absolutely ruthless and scary. So a potty portal. You know what's funny is I actually created, oh my gosh, I should show you what I'm working on. Why not? I got to show you. Let's see if I could do this. How would I do it? It's not done yet though. But I laugh that you say this. Oh, I won't be able to share it because it's on the wrong. Anyways, I did an emoji that I'm working on that says Chad's portal, and it actually has like the words Chad's portal and then like the picture of a toilet because it'll be in jail. I have a weird sense of humor sometimes. You can blame Mr. Linda on that. So I know sometimes I don't know what gets in my head, but once you guys know, if you've been with me for a long time, you'll see that I give the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. I absolutely do because I don't know the facts. As the facts start going in and as I start picking up on the little isms, then I go, and the patterns, and I go, something ain't right here. And then I go through it and then I go, yeah, no, here's this. So, what else? Did you guys hear about the Madeleine McCann update? She, well, it's been 13 years for her. And they have a suspect. And there's some interesting stuff coming to light about it. This guy is currently in jail in Germany for something different. I shouldn't say different, but a different case. And turns out that he was staying nearby when Madeleine was abducted or went missing. And it's not good but there's some crazy stuff going. So I'm hoping maybe I would do that. If you guys, do you think that would be good to cover? I mean, it's always good, but do you think you'd want to see something like that from me with the update like that? Yeah, Sadie, the thing is they actually just veered off and didn't go further on that. Yeah, I wouldn't do necessarily a deep dive on it, but I would give an update, share my thoughts, and maybe have a couple little deep dives in the video, not doing like a whole series unless something more comes from it, but maybe just a little bit. Okay, so you guys are okay, so let's talk, we could talk about that in here because I mean it's membership, members only. I haven't covered it, Christy, that you said the theory that Barry is the suspect in the Delphi murders. I've heard that in the last couple weeks. I haven't dove into that. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about what people are saying about that. But Caitlin, was she ever found? No, Madeline was never found. And so the new suspect, they're talking about him, and they're guessing that she's not alive. But I don't know. I want to rip it up a little bit and see what's going on with that. But it looks like they did mess up the case so far. That's what people are saying, is that the gait and walk is similar. I don't know. That's kind of crazy to think about. I don't know. Really? Christy, that's interesting. I thought about that earlier today about the voice. Well, they lived in Indiana. I'm not sure how close that is to Delphi. But I would think they could use the technology, like, you know how in the banks now you can do voice recognition. I'm sure they would take that voice against the other voice, you'd think. 2.5 hours. What is up with these 2.5 hours? It's really bizarre lately. Salida, 2.5 hours from Denver. This Eagle, Colorado, 2.5, almost 2.5 hours from Denver. Everything's 2.5 hours. Yeah, there's lots of rumors. Like when I heard about the Delphi, I was like, come on. But I haven't looked into it. I would like to do Delphi comparing the Evansdale murders. It's so hard to, I think one of the obstacles when you're searching for truth, obviously, is sorting through the rumors and getting to facts. And I think that's what takes me a little bit longer, is instead of running with a rumor and doing a bunch of videos, I want to fact check first, I do give my opinion, but that's different than running with rumors saying he said, she said, they said, blah, 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 right? Some people have great videos on it too, though. They do. They have their perspective and they, word on the street kind of thing. So not knocking them at all. Like, it's just for me, it's different the way I want to run it. And sorry, it's just my sister's texting me. So I'm not sure with all these things. It's just so weird that there's nothing being talked about when it comes to him. More gentle Scott. Scott is very just law. It's hard to talk about anything else with him. I love him though. He does a great job. But the only thing is scrubbing for information takes longer, I feel. So, and I love the timelines, only takes me forever. Like some of those, the videos I did on Melanie Gibb on her interview, like each one of them was, I don't know, 12 to 18 hours per video to do. It's ridiculous. Maybe I shouldn't be so perfectionistic. So much of a perfectionist wanting to get it, but so those are the ones I'm pretty much, I mean, this week, today's Sunday, I have a few coming. Like I'd like to do the Barry Morphew. I'd like to do Madeline McCann. Then we have the new one with the girl who's been missing. I still have Harley's video in the wings waiting to just burst out. And the Melanie versus Melanie. So I have a lot on deck. It's just getting everything pieced together and then launching it. So anyway. What else, you guys? I have a design coming out for Let's Get Into It for merch. Fort Hood cases. Yeah, you know what? There's nothing. Okay, before I get your hopes up. In the Fort Hood case with Vanessa Guillen, there is no news that I'm aware of any updates about her whereabouts. However, I am super, super proud of It's a Crime Community because I put out the video with needing signatures and they only had like 12,000 at the time. And I said, listen, we need, signatures and for people to sign the petition. And let's look this up because I got a message on my video saying, oh my gosh, there's been a huge influx of signatures. And I thought that's pretty cool. So let's bring this up. Vanessa. Oh, I think I put it on my case update. I was pretty happy, I think, because the due date was June the 22nd. Oh, am I freezing on here? Let me just see. I think I might get faster, honestly, going through my phone. Stay tuned. It was on my case catch up. And I put the link in the description. petition. Here we go. Sorry, guys, one sec here. Woosah! It has been terrible weather here. Terrible. Hang on, guys. Let me look this up properly. Videos. Case catch up. Here. There we go. That's better. We reached the goal. 120,000 people signed. So I'm not sure the numbers that we contributed, but I do want to say thank you so much, because as soon as we did the video and we asked for people's signatures, it went like hotcakes. So this is awesome. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. 120,454 signed. I'm going to screenshot that and put that on the community tab, because that's really great. So this is awesome. Super proud, because that's a story that needs to be addressed, because it keeps happening time and time again. There's so much going on. So now I still have to get Scott on board here. We got to look at that. Now that I have this live stream, I'm going to figure out the internet connection, get that a little bit better, and then be able to have him on board. Okay, my tummy's growling, if you're wondering. It's not thunder. Oh, I guess I'm hungry. It's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna get my placket. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about the Google Play button? That's at 100,000 people. Oh, that's okay. I don't need to give credit, get some credit for that. I just thought it was so awesome that we got, that we were part of that, because I think that's very important. She's still missing, and somebody's loved one, and something's going so wrong at Fort Hood. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. I'm just really happy, because that was important and cool that we could make a difference. Because sometimes, you know, like the intention is to help and do and make a difference. But sometimes it's like, am I making a difference? Am I, you know, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking that, but one signature is one signature. I mean, it's one step closer, right? What else do you guys want to talk about? We have all the main ones that I've been covering. I did do the George Floyd case on the timeline, and I'm not going to be doing anything about protests or anything like that. I think it was important that I did the timeline, and I think it's important with my message in there, basically. Yeah, maybe it's getting bad out. Maybe the internet's not doing so good. But I did cover George Floyd, and also I saw something very disturbing yesterday that made me instantly burst out in tears. And it was of a 75-year-old man walking up to, well, he's just walking up to officers who were walking, and they pushed him onto the ground. He cracked his head open. I shouldn't say cracked his head open. He hit his head, and there's a guy that said that he's bleeding from his ear. And I instantly started crying because it was just awful to watch. And he's white. And so it's important, whether you're black, you're white, you're brown, you're purple, you're, rainbow color, like whatever. It's important that this shouldn't be happening to anybody. And I legit started bursting out in tears. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, he was 75, and he's recovering, but it's ridiculous. And you saw one of the officers go down to go help him and pick him up, and the other officer just like pushed him to like keep moving. So I don't know, you guys. I'm so sorry that the United States are going through all that stuff. Not to say there isn't stuff going on here too. They're actually doing protests in Canada. So nobody deserves this treatment at all. So I covered that. And then, yeah, so I actually have a full week. I have a full week planned of a lot of videos. And then, of course, doing some deep dives into the upper tier of the crime ring and some other stuff coming out. So we need lots of stuff. Do you guys have, I think I saw a request. Did I miss the request up there? I remember something. Taylor Rose Williams. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. And Evelyn, as we know, I haven't heard anything else new yet, other than those 11 new charges of her mom, Megan. I think so, Diane. I think you said you went. You did, right? So if you're in the top tier, you'll know Diane, because I just did a mini deep dive on Chad's whereabouts 2 days ago, and I'll be doing more. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago? The days are running in together. I am going to take one day off this week. I think I'm going to add it in and just write a little bit of Linda time, because I've been hours and hours and hours. And so even when I don't do a video, I'm working on it. So I might do a little daytime for me. What else? What are you guys up to today? It's Sunday in some parts of the world. It's Monday. What do you guys think of this platform, this new software? I like that I could share the screen. I think that could up the videos. And I'm going to be able to also interview people. So I really like that aspect, because I really, really, really believe I should start doing those. But I'll be picky. Yes, Darzan, I'm so grateful that you told me about this. I really am. I will get the premium. I didn't want to buy the premium yet, just in case it sucks, at this kind of level for me, just because of, I don't know, well, I got to get my internet up. And it's not that I don't have high speed internet. It's just that it works better if I'm hardwired in. So I was like, okay, no problem. And then I realized that I don't have a connector for that. Okay, wait a minute. What day is it again today? It's Sunday today, right? As last week I said it was Sunday and it was actually Monday. Yeah, the comment highlights are cool. Colby says it's definitely better. So sweet. I'll start. I just like to, up the live stream game a little bit, especially in the main channel too, and be able to interview, be able to, this thing you can actually do like green screen behind you. Not that I don't know if I will or not, but. Yeah, I really appreciate your suggestion on using StreamYard because I really do like it. I like that the comments come up. My understanding, once I go to the premium, I can do my own branding on it in a couple different little things. So I like that idea. I like being able to do all these kinds of things. So it's sweet. And then once I have the guests on, boom. And I like that I can screen share because I've been using my phone and the comments go by so fast and it's hard to see and all these things. So I think this is a really, really good solution. So I'm really pleased. And you guys are the first to see it. Hey, Cherish. So what else? I think I'm going to do about, another 5 minutes or so with you guys. Then I got to go eat because my stomach is legit growling like I've never heard it before. Well, in a while before. When I'm hungry, I'm hungry. What about guests? Who would you like to see? Who would be your most first pick? In all the cases that I cover, who would be your first pick to be on It's a Crime? Yeah, that would be my first pick too, Cherish. Yep. I think within time. Another idea, you can make a countdown. So let's say you start at 7 p.m., then you start your countdown 5 minutes before. It made a huge difference when I used, where did it go? When I used it in amount of subs following. That's interesting. So you can actually do a countdown on StreamYard and then does it literally do a countdown or does it have, like a screen where you say, coming on in 5 or something or? Thanks, Caitlin. Tea and me in a room. I don't think you would want that, but okay. Well, you guys have some good good suggestions. So I appreciate you. Well, I'm not going to stay too much longer, you guys. I really got to go eat. We've been on for actually not too bad now, an hour and a half. Sometimes I go 3, right? Does a countdown counting every second from 5 minutes. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test that out. I'll get the premium version and then we'll start going. I'll get the little dongle thing for my Mac and then go do that. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for checking this StreamYard out. And thank you to Darzan for telling me about that. I really appreciate it. And we will chat very, very soon. Diane says, I think Scott Reich insight on mental competency case. Yeah, I'll have Scott on the channel and then we'll do a bunch of questions. I wanted to get this all pared down and figured out so that it doesn't mess up, and I waste Scott's time. I don't want to do that. So. Okay, I wrote those ones down too. Thank you so much for your suggestions. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I really miss coming on. It's like I feel like forever, even though it's only been a week. But love you guys lots. Thanks so much. We will chat soon and watch for more videos because there's going to be some. Talk to you later. Bye.